Hello and welcome back, friends. My name is Michael Yates. This is the Ridgeview Pod, where we try to cover everything hope, healing, and recovery related. I can't believe it. I think, Barry, Floyd, this is the fourth time you have been on the Ridgeview Pod. You are the number one. Well, you and Brandon Knight have probably been on more than anybody. So it's great to have you back.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure to be back, especially for what we're going to be talking about today.
Yes, indeed. And spring is sprung. We have birds chirping outside, and it's a good time to get outside and walk.
That is correct.
So you're right. We are here. So we're recording this at near the end of April, and May is National Mental Health Awareness Month.
Right.
Which is a great opportunity for us, Ridgeview, to really kind of help elevate community awareness around the importance of mental health. Now, normally we do the Ride for Hope in May, and we really had high aspirations to reintroduce that, fire it back up for 2022. But as you can probably imagine, an operation of that sort with many important partners like DCS, county government, a school system, law enforcement, 15 other vendors that usually show up. You got to get those wheels cranked up in like February.
Right.
And this year in February, we were still kind of uncertain. How is all this COVID pandemic stuff going to play out?
Correct.
So we're going to bring it back in 2023. So a little teaser there for our friends to make sure that you hold May 6th, 2023. That'll be a Friday. We will bring that back in full glory.
Be my first one.
Oh, will it?
Yes.
All right. Well, we know where Old Glory will be on that day.
Exactly.
Speaking of Old Glory, in place of our Ride for Hope, we have decided to kind of go all in with our support for the NAMI Walk.
Right.
So NAMI is a national organization that has state chapters and then local affiliate chapters. And NAMI, for those who may not be aware, is National Association on Mental Illness or National Alliance on Mental Illness. I should know this. I do serve on the steering committee, but I know them as NAMI. And one of their annual campaigns occurs in May. And it's called the NAMI Walk Your Way. NAMI Walks Your Way. And what's really cool is the state of Tennessee chapter or organization dedicates 3 grand regional, they may now do 3 or 4 across the state on one day for everyone to kind of get together about the same time. Though our state is divided into East time zone and Central time zone, we may not be exactly at the same, but the spirit of which is that we'll all be walking at the same time on the same day for the same cause. And Ridgeview has created our own team.
Yes, we have.
And you sit on the planning committee.
Yes, sir.
So we're super pleased to have your expertise be part of that campaign. So we thought this would be a great opportunity for us to kick off May to talk a little bit about the walk and maybe generate some enthusiasm and awareness about that, tell people where it is and how they can register to join the team if they like. So let me just start with, how's your walking going?
Walking is getting better. This past weekend, I was in the Jamestown area, Paul Mall area. I did a little bit of hiking up there. I'm a big history buff, so I wanted to go and see certain York Homestead and such like that. And I walked the trail they have from the visitor center over to his burial spot. And that was pretty good. And I'm with, like you said, spring has sprung. So my exercising is going to kick up again on pretty much every Saturday, either at Bissell Park or another park.
Yeah, that's great. Jamestown. I've been up there recently a couple of times now. Very cool community.
Yes, it is.
And I drove by at one point York Elementary.
Yes.
I believe it was. So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, that is the hometown of Sergeant York, right?
Sort of. He's from the Pall Mall area.
Okay.
And they would go over to Jamestown for different things. And they always called it Jimtown.
Okay. All right.
And it's just the history piece of it. It made me ecstatic.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I'll need to find out. Yeah, you need to give me, like, do this hike. I recommend this one. I think tomorrow I'll be, well, I know we're recording this in April, but there is a walk for, in support of stopping sexual violence in Clark Range, which is
Right,
just
that's up in that area.
south
Yep.
of Jamestown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's cool. A couple dots connecting there. Well, good. I'm glad you're back to walking. The last time we participated in one of these walks. It was held at in terms of Ridgeview having a big turnout. It was at the World's Fair Park, and I think it was pre-pandemic. And there's a greenway that kind of goes around World's Fair Park, and people could walk however many loops they want.
Correct.
Now, this location is a little different. So I know you've not been there.
Right.
But, this time, well, first it's being held on Saturday, May 21st. And it's 10 o'clock Eastern. Now, in the Central Time Zone, they'll be doing their walk at 10 o'clock, but it'll now be 11 for us. But our walk starts at 10 o'clock Eastern at Lakeshore Park. Now, where at Lakeshore Park, we're still not exactly sure. We're waiting on details for that. But Lakeshore Park is an enormous piece of property, and many folks who are familiar with mental health services in East Tennessee will remember that was the campus of the old Lakeshore Institute, I believe it was called back then.
Right, because when I moved here back in 2011, that's when they were starting to close it.
Yes.
So
It's part of that national move to deinstitutionalize mental health care.
right.
So, yeah, they have converted this campus into a massive recreational park. And most of the buildings that were up there have been demolished. I think there are still a couple. But I think the outer loop is like over 2 miles, which I know brings a twinkle to your eye.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And it's got a couple of really nasty hills in there too, which probably also gives you a little twinkle.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. I suspect the same kind of idea will take place where people can walk as far as they feel comfortable. But for those of you that are listening or tuning in, consider yourself invited. Come on out, join us. We're part of getting a campaign of involvement.
Correct.
We've created a Team Ridgeview on the NAMI Walk, and I'll put the link in the narrative there so people can just click to it and go directly if they'd like to join. People can also make a donation,
Right.
which benefits Tennessee NAMI, and then I think half of the proceeds you can actually dedicate it to a local affiliate, which ours would be Oak Ridge NAMI. But it's a beautiful, a great way just to connect with folks, promote a little blood flow, the heart pumping, which we know is a good.
That's a very good thing. And as far as the walk goes, as I've told some of our members, because they were concerned about it, there's a certain distance, I said, if you get there, you get to the start line and you walk 50 feet, turn around and walk 50 feet back, guess what? You just walked 100 feet and that's good.
Exactly.
Because it's how you want to walk, not, oh, you got to do 2 laps or anything like that. It's what you can do. Yes. And that's all what it's about, is getting out there and getting the heart pumping.
Yeah. I'm glad you bring that up. And that's really the direction we need to turn. Is you've been out talking to members about this opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what kind of response you've gotten from folks and questions. And
I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from our membership. We actually had Quest up in Scott County came to me and said, hey, because of the transportation issue, can we do one up here at our park? And I came to you with it, with my quote unquote seal of approval, because I think it's a great idea because it gets the word out.
Absolutely.
And with it being on a Saturday, you don't know who's going to be in that park where they're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it's wonderful. I mean, yes, there are, an effort to try to make a big event in 3 grand regions of the state, but local communities actually taking time to get together, elevate public awareness. People in Oneida or Huntsville or other parts of Scott County may see people walking in that regard, and it's all part of the greater good.
Correct. And another group, Fresh Start and Friendship Place over in Roane County, they've mentioned that they wanted to come, and their program directors are trying to figure that piece out, is how to do the transportation for them to come to Lakeshore Park.
Yeah.
Our local one here in Anderson County, Horizons, is wanting to bring some people as well. So the more we get, guess what? The more fun we can have.
Yep. And certainly the bigger visual footprint of, this is an important cause. Look at all these people out here walking in the name of mental health awareness. Yep. Well, very good. So if, let's say I'm a member, I'm watching this in, my local PSR class, and I'm a little worried about, how maybe I need to actually do a little preparation or training to even do those 100 steps.
Right.
What do you have advice for folks on how they might prepare?
The easiest way to do is get up off the couch, walk to your mailbox, and walk back.
Yeah, I love that advice.
And
it can be that simple.
It can be that simple. If you got stairs in your house, go up and down them 2 or 3 times, because that'll help your calf muscles and your quadriceps. Because, like you said, there's a couple of good hills, and you're going to need your quadriceps and your calves for them hills. Yeah. So it's simple. Just get up and move. If you're doing housework, try to work up a sweat. Yeah. Put some music on and jam out as you're doing your housework.
There you go. I need to write that one down. I might actually do my chores if I know I can listen to some rock and roll.
Yep.
All right. Well, very good. And, afterwards, there is I think actually it begins during the event, a family picnic is what they're calling it. We'll certainly try to have more information on our Facebook page as we learn more. But, and I think the event ends itself. The conclusion of the picnic is at 1 p.m. So folks can, as you said, show up, be part of a group picture. We can go walk however far folks want to walk. and then when you're ready to leave, take off.
Exactly.
So, well, this is great. I so appreciate you being part of the planning committee around this. We talked about let's do 2 today,
Right.
And so we're introducing the concept now. We'll come back in the next episode, talk a little bit more about this, and also what's going on with peer wellness coaching. Anything else you want to get out there in terms of a kickoff to Mental Health Awareness Month?
The biggest thing about Mental Health Awareness Month is if you got a shirt or something like that to say end the stigma or just something dealing with mental health, wear it. Just like every Friday, I wear red because red represents remember everyone deployed. So I wear red every Friday. Why not something like this?
Yeah.
And where I get most of my T-shirts from, or my specialized T-shirts, they just came out with a brand new one. And when I get home today, I'm going to be ordering it, and I will have it with me at the event.
Awesome. All right. I love getting that out. We'll talk about our T-shirt when we come back. How about that?
I'm good with that. Hopefully, we'll be sporting them.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, thank you, Barry. It's great to have you back.
Thank you.
And thank you, folks, for tuning in. It's always a treat when you decide to spend part of your day with us. This has been the Ridgeview Pod. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell so that you get notification of each episode as it's published. Take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.